Follow Cheap Not Broke on Instagram and TikTok at Cheap Not Broke.
Cheap Not Broke fam, what's happening? We are live. It is the Wednesday rant. Damn it! Oh man, it is the Wednesday rant. I got the wrong graphic. Hold on, Wednesday rant. Bam! There we go. It's the Wednesday rant. You know what it is. We ranting about what's going on out here, and apparently you seen it. We ranted about the debate last night. I know you watched it. I know you saw what was going on. I know you saw display of amazing acting. The display of amazing acting, because it wasn't politics. It wasn't politics. Not to me. Not to me. Now, if you have Ah, I see. This is not working. How about now? You should be able to hear me now. The thing ain't working the way it was supposed to. Hopefully you can hear me now. You hear the background music, not me. Dang it. Ah, well, hopefully that's fixed. Hopefully that's fit. Hopefully it's all fixed. But anyway, another topic they didn't cover: child care. They didn't cover child care. A lot of people having trouble paying for their children. Yes, you can hear me now. Okay, great. Because these damn. I got the mini mic. The mini mic was not working. So if you didn't hear anything I said, I was discussing last night on the debate how a lot of the topics I wanted to hear discussed were not discussed, such as a lot of the financial needs of the people, the American people, not rich people, not wealthy people, people who. Well, hopefully you can hear me now. We're gonna have to just go with the regular microphone. Hopefully y'all can y'all hear me now? I'm gonna have to switch microphones. I gotta think that battery died. Um, Let me know if you can hear me. Boom. Hopefully you can hear me now. I'll switch microphones. Technical difficulties, please bear with me. Well, hopefully you can hear me now. Okay, I got my sound. Sound should be crispy. I see it's working. Cool. Cool. All right. So yes, college education. College gonna cost a lot of money. A lot of people not going. A lot of people not gonna be able to go to college, and they're not doing anything about it. Why do people have student loan debt in the first place? Because college costs too much money. People can't afford to go to college. We got a problem. We're gonna be short doctors, lawyers, engineers, all this stuff. It's gonna be short pretty soon. We're gonna be short of people in the country. Then you got to bring in all these immigrants, educated immigrants that are gonna come over here and take over. Because look, you have a lot of Indians, and I mean, I'm sure a lot of these people are American born, but you have a lot of foreign people in the healthcare system because they're coming over here, getting educated. I don't know how. I don't know if they're getting scholarships or who's paying for it, but a lot of people coming over here getting educated, and you got a lot of Americans that can't afford to get educated over here. They didn't cover that, and what else they didn't cover? They talked about health insurance. Health insurance ain't going nowhere. Look, health insurance is for-profit business. Health insurance is about making money. They're not about to do nothing about that. I didn't agree with Obamacare in the first place because Obamacare charged me an extra $500. I didn't have health insurance for a little while. You got to pay a $500 fee if you don't have health insurance. So that didn't work neither. They didn't cover anything to do with the damn money. Nothing that's financially related to the American people, they covered. What about all these people? Jobs, job creation. Where are the jobs? Usually back in the past, you would always hear Biden ran on it. All the other presidential debates spoke about jobs. They ain't mentioned nothing about no jobs last night. What about jobs? Jobs are changing. You got AI putting people out of work. You got people getting laid off all the time. They didn't mention a damn thing about no jobs. What y'all think? What y'all think about the debate last night? Did they address any of the issues that you wanted to hear? Or was it all a bunch of fluff? I felt like it was all a bunch of fluff. I felt like they were blowing smoke up people's ass, and they didn't cover anything that really matters. They didn't cover anything that really matters. Now Kamala Harris did touch on homeowners insurance, because homeowners insurance is getting up. Climate change is affecting homeowners insurance. It is getting a little more expensive. I don't know about that. I don't know if you know about this. In California, Florida, coastal cities, getting harder to get insurance because they're saying weather's getting a little more violent, getting a little hotter, storms are getting worse, and they're making it harder for people to get insurance. So she did cover that, but they didn't have no solution for nothing. Well, if I get in office, I'm going to address this. No, you're not, because there's other stuff that comes up, and all that stuff gets put on the back burner. Oh, like I was saying before, daycare. They didn't address daycare. You know, America's one of the only places they don't really help you with daycare. Daycare is so expensive in America. It's super expensive. And a lot of people can't afford daycare. They can't afford it. They can't afford to take their kids, um, send their kids anywhere. Now, what do the people do? One person, usually the mom, stays home and has to take care of the kids, which is fine. However, when the kids get of age, yeah, they go to school. But some women, everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do that. Some ladies have to go back to work. They need the money, so they have to put their kids in daycare, and it's super expensive. And some people, the money don't add up. It's like, well, why should I go to daycare and I'm losing my whole salary? Your whole salary go toward daycare, so it don't make sense to do that. Oh, you're waiting on Trump to Trump. I was waiting on Trump to be Trump. Oh yeah, Trump was going Trump. He was slick. It's like, by the way, because she was at her sorority party. You saw he was throwing them jabs at saying she was at a sorority party. She was doing other stuff. Yeah, she was out there. Hey, YouTube user. Hey man, I got your hat, bro. I got your bucket hat. I don't want to be no person. You won the contest. DM me your address so I can get you your bucket hat. Let me know. But yeah, I was waiting on Trump, man, and he sure did. Trump was bringing up all kind of bull stuff. But let me ask y'all this: what does the border have to do with half of the states out here? We keep bringing up the border, the border, the border. The border only matters in Texas, California, Arizona, New Mexico. That's about it. The border only matter in a few states. The border don't even like you act like the border, the East Coast has no border problems. You're not swimming over here from nowhere. Florida, not really, because nobody's really coming. Like you got to swim across the ocean. California has a problem. Mexico has a problem. Arizona has a problem. New Mexico. It's only a few states. Only states that border Mexico. Everybody don't have no border problem. So we make it sound like the border problem is a problem for everybody. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I'm like, damn, when you look at the map, okay, well, out of 50 states, how many are for? How many are affected? Six. Six states. And it's not like there are people coming over here taking all the good jobs. They're not. Now all those migrants, they flew over here from somewhere else. I had a problem with that. I'm like, well, hey, whoa, who's gonna pay all their taxes? Who's gonna pay for all this stuff? Because they still need resources too, and we got to pay for all that. So I wasn't a fan of all those migrants coming over here. But they keep bringing up the border, the border, the border. So what? So what? If you don't live by a border state, you probably don't care. If you're in Montana, what you care about the border? You're nowhere close to it. You're not. If you're in Pennsylvania, what you care about the border? You're nowhere close to it. Now, when they're bringing people into your state, that's different. That's not a border problem. That's a whole nother situation. They're just flying people in and dropping them off. That's a whole nother thing. But who gives a damn about the border? The border's only a few states, man. I don't want to hear nothing about the border. I don't hear about this money. I don't hear about this money. What you gonna do about inflation? Prices are going up. Milk, cheese, gas, eggs, chips. Everything costs more money. And y'all not look. When are they gonna pass a bill about increases in wages? You always have a bill for far as the minimum wage. But what about everybody else? What about everybody else? Does the market just compete? Do you just get paid more money? Are we going to pass something that says, hey, if you're an employer, you got to pay your people some more money or something, a cost of living adjustment, something. You got to do something. And what about I was hoping they were going to mention the airlines because they messing up. Y'all seen this, right? Airlines got some problems, y'all. Plane just took off another, where was it? Atlanta yesterday? Where was it? I think it was Atlanta. One plane took off the tail of another plane. Come on, man. Hey, these people not getting enough sleep, or it's not enough of them. But there's a lot of them. Air traffic control has been having some problems, and they didn't address that. They addressed no real issues yesterday. Not a damn thing. They were just going back and forth. They didn't get anything. What about some of these companies out here? Food and safety regulations. You got Boar's Head with the death meat. They out here serving death meat. People eating the meat and dying. What about that? What about that? What about our food and drug administration? They're doing a poor job. They're not labeling stuff. People out here getting sick. They didn't address nothing, y'all. They didn't address a damn thing. Just know this. Just pay attention. Nothing was addressed. They were playing games with us like they always do. Now, I'll leave you with this. I'll leave you with this. Why don't the states do this? Because he kept talking, they're talking about abortion and send it to the states. Some of these states are full of shit. What you mean you want to send it to the states? The states are terrible. That's why we have the federal government. Remember this, slavery. Who freed the slaves? It wasn't the states, the federal government. If the federal government didn't step in, the states would still have slaves. They still have a lot of stuff going on. So you need the federal government to step in. So it's not a good idea to turn stuff like that over to the states. Some of these, like Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, some of these states are terrible. They got horrible laws and they treat black people awful. Black people, Mexicans, Chinese people, they treat everybody bad. So to say you're going to send this stuff to the states is hogwash. Don't send it to the states. The states don't have no money. Federal government got all the money. Some of these states are broke. How much money do you think Mississippi got? Mississippi don't even have a real major city. They have a pro nothing. You go send it to the states? Hell no! Don't send it to the states. That's the problem. Don't send nothing to the states. Some of these states are full of crap, but that's what it is. What y'all think? Drop a comment. Let me know. How did y'all feel about the debate? Did they touch on anything that you wanted to hear? Did you feel better about anything? Cause I was concerned about the money. About the money. Jeep not broke. What about the money? We care about the money. How are you going to benefit us financially? How are you going to improve my situation or help me to improve my situation? Small businesses. Talking about small businesses. How much money? What you going to do for them? You going to give them loans or grants? Which one? It's not the same. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, they didn't address nothing. And you got to pay attention to these folks. They have you out there just doing a bunch of nothing. Doing a bunch of nothing. Not talking about anything. Not making nothing really happen. So it is what it is. But we're going to move on to some interesting news. Let's move on to some interesting news. Let's get into it. Man, man, it ain't the greatest news. I got to talk about one of my favorite athletes, but let's get into it. All right, it is time for interesting news. Time for interesting news, everybody. Let's get into it. Former NFL player. I don't know if you know who this is. One of my favorite guys, Adrian Peterson. This dude was a monster on the field, like a complete dog, a real dog. Adrian Peterson, former NFL player, ordered to turn over assets in order to pay off massive debt. I read about this maybe last year, but it seems it's kind of progressed since then. Things have gotten, a little bit out of control. So, Adrian Peterson ordered by a Houston judge to return numerous amounts of assets to help pay back his debt, estimated at a nearly north of $12 million. Now, why is this crazy? Because I think he originally borrowed. Peterson did not pay it back since he grown the interest led to $8 million judgment against him back in 2021. Yes, so this was originally $8.3 million in 2021, and it's ballooned up because of interest to $12 million, which is crazy. Here's why. Peterson made I think $103 million while he was in the NFL. Yes, Peterson, 39, made over $103 million in his 15-year NFL career. After making about a combined $25 million to 2015 and 2016, Peterson made 3.5, 1 million, 2.5 in 2018. He made 1.4, 1.1 in 2019. 2020, he made 300,000. In 2021, he made 2021, he made 300,000 his final year. But he made a lot of money. Adrian Peterson at one point was the best back in the NFL. And now this man owes $12 million, and they're going to probably try to make him sell some of his stuff to keep his money. That's crazy. And that just lets to go show it just goes to show you it doesn't matter how much money you make. It matters how much you keep and what the hell you doing with this money. This man made $103 million. He was one of the best NFL backs at one point in time. He probably go to the Hall of Fame, but that don't pay no money. And now he owes $12 million. He probably going to have to sell off some of his stuff, sell off some of his college stuff, sell off some of his memorabilia. Who knows? All because he got a loan. A loan. $103 million, and he had to get an $8 million loan? Clearly, he mismanaged his money, and it doesn't. And what does this goes to show you? It doesn't matter how much money you make, because you got people who making 50 to 60,000 or better, or financially more astute than somebody who makes millions, because they don't spend all their money. They don't go out there acting a damn fool every time they get a check. So I hate that happened to the man. I hope he gets his sorts out. I hope he doesn't have to give up any of his stuff, because that would suck. That would really suck. But that's what happens, man. They people will make you sell off your stuff to pay them. Rather unfortunate. Rather unfortunate. So let's hope Adrian Peterson does not have to have that go over. But we'll see. All right, next story. This is crazy. I'm in New York, and I didn't even know this about New York City. We got to pull this up. This is some crazy stuff. Wow, you never know. You never know what's going on out here. NYPD officer lands $175,000 settlement over courtesy cards that help drivers get out of traffic stops. So, basically, in New York City, if you're a cop or a family member of a cop, rather, you get something called a courtesy card. A courtesy card is something that if you're a family member of a police officer or affiliated with anybody, with the police or whoever they want to give it to, if you get pulled over by a police officer for a traffic stop or any like a minor infraction, you can show this courtesy card and they'll let you go away. They'll let it go. However, this gentleman noticed that people were abusing it. He used to be a police officer, and he knew that people were abusing it, using it for stuff that they shouldn't do. So he was a whistleblower. He told, and they tried to retaliate against him. Well, that led to him getting $175,000 settlement, because I guess people were abusing these. People were using these cards, and they were giving these cards out to everybody. You know, too many people were just family and friends, like anybody was getting these cards, and he felt like that wasn't right. He went and spoke up about it, got paid. Now, I didn't even know they had these. I wonder if they have these in other cities. Because think about it. They'll probably let you get away with some crazy stuff if you get one of these. Probably will. Probably will. Get some people committing all kind of crimes. Slapping people in the face on the subway, stealing money, grabbing booties at the strip club, and ain't nobody going to jail. Nobody's going to jail all because you got one of these cards. I didn't know. I guess it's a real life get out of jail free card. Who knew that? But hey, in New York, they got police everywhere. Everywhere. So imagine everybody got one of these cards. Nobody's getting in trouble. I mean, you see, man, come on, man. First 10 minutes in New York City, you're going to see some police. Police are everywhere. Everywhere. They're everywhere in New York. It's wild. It's crazy. I don't really like it. I don't like it. Those are my two stories. I only had two stories for y'all tonight. I got an abbreviated show. I'm in New York. I got to go do some comedy tonight, y'all. I got to go get on these stages and hit these stages. But you know, we don't miss no shows. I missed Friday. I apologize. Can't have that happen again. Had to be here. But real quick, how did y'all feel about the debate, though? I really want to know. Did you feel like anything was covered? Do you feel like, because this is my problem. When you go to the ballot, they're going to have all kind of laws and bills and propositions on the ballot. But they don't talk about this. And you don't get to see before you go. I want to know what the hell is going on before I go to the ballot. I don't want to just go to the ballot and be voting blind. And not only that, we're only talking about the presidential election. What about all these circuit court judges? What about all these different other people that get voted for that they don't discuss? More people need to debate. It's not just the president. The president has a lot of people working for him. They got a lot of people that help them do the job. But yet we're only worried about one person. No, that's not how it works. It's a lot of people who are involved in the presidency, but yet we're only voting for two. We need to vote for everybody. We need to vote for everybody. And they also don't do this for the governors. State, they kept talking about passing off to the states, passing off to the states. When the last time the states, when the governors are when somebody's running for governor, they don't do this. They don't put it on national or even local TV. They don't do debates. You just go to the poll and vote, and you don't know what the hell is going on. You just voting blind. Just voting blind. All I heard was blah, blah, blah. Same. All I heard was blah, blah, blah. Didn't address not one real issue, man. Not one, like, damn, I got some problems. I got some potholes. We need some things done. Not one real thing. Not one real thing. I mean, they should have addressed the job situation because, you know, what about federal jobs? What about the job situation? Jobs and education. They didn't talk about that at all. Last president I heard talk about that was probably George Bush. George Bush was the last president just spoke about education, talk about no child left behind. A lot of kids got left behind. But he had a program called Nobody Left Behind. At least he spoke about it. Nobody's speaking about education. College, elementary school, middle school, no school. Nobody's thinking about no education. Music school, nothing. So we're going to stay on topic. As we keep going, we get close to the election. I'm going to keep talking about it, keep bringing this stuff up. But, man, you got to really do your research so you know what the hell is going on. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, there's going to be a lot of laws. When you go in that voting booth, when you go to vote, there's going to be a lot of laws and a lot of things that you never heard of until the first time. Why didn't they bring it up during the election? Because it's a sham. It's all about TV ratings and getting people just to watch the damn TV. It's not about really nothing. Remember this, the popular vote. Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. The popular vote when she ran. The Electoral College elected Donald Trump, not the popular vote. They say we vote for the president. No, we don't. Because the popular vote is the people's vote. And the people's vote does not win the presidential election. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. So, there you have it. Wednesday rant. Presidential election. Crazy. Listen, make sure you stay in tune with this stuff. And make sure, before you go, make sure you go to Cheap Not Broke. Everybody watching, hit the like button right now. All is one group. Bam! Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Share with a friend. And make sure you hit the like button 2 times because it may not work the first time. And also go to Malcolm Hall. Follow my comedy page. Follow me on Instagram. Malcolm Hall. Cheap Not Broke. Find me on Instagram. And make sure you just head to the website. Go to the website. Grab you some merch. Merch is very much appreciated. And yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow, y'all. We're going to be back tomorrow with a new show, more topics. I'm probably going to talk some travel tomorrow. But tonight, yes, presidential debate. I had to talk about it. I had to talk about all that acting, all that good acting, because that's all there was. It wasn't no real debates. It wasn't no real nothing. It wasn't no real nothing. But Trump was funny. He was talking about people eating cats and dogs. That's disrespectful, man. Disrespectful. I didn't like that, but it was funny. I got a good laugh. Anyway, we're back tomorrow live. Talk about some travel. We're gonna talk some travel tomorrow. How to save some money on some flights and some more deals. Y'all know that. I know that travel stuff. Y'all know that travel. So tomorrow, tune in. We're gonna talk how to save some money on your travel. How you can cut back and get more out of what you're doing. So yes, that's where we're at. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Back tomorrow, talking travel. Cheap Not Broke Live. Hit that like button on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Thank you all for tuning in. Take care.